Well, it's kind of a rainy, nasty day. There's more rain forecast. In fact, I think it's going to start raining pretty good here in about an hour or so. So I don't have a lot of time to get some stuff done that I've got to get done outside. I've got to move the hay mangers that are sitting out here by the fence row, move them over where I'm going to be using them more through the winter, and try to get these ewes sort of situated for the next few days with all this rainy weather. And then we've got to do a little work with the rams. So that's what we're up to today. Well, the ewes saw me out here, so they all came running to the barn. So I'm gonna grab a couple of beats of hay, put in a trough right here in this pen. I can lock them over here out of the way. It'll just make things a little bit easier while I move the other stuff around. And now that it's so rainy, the weather's cooling off, as much as I don't like it, it's rubber boot time. You girls got your winter shoes on? Got your winter coats on, don't you? All right, let's get you locked in here. Well, back up a little bit. Don't run me over. There, that'll do you girls for a few minutes. I really hate putting ruts across that like that, but there really wasn't much choice. That's the shortest path I had to get to the feeders that I needed to get out of there. And as bad as that is, some of those ruts are pretty deep. In the spring, I'll be working that up again and reseeding it. So it's not like they're permanent ruts. They look bad now and I don't like them, but it's not permanent. Well, let's go get the rest of the stuff. Well, so it begins. We've got hay feeding for the next several months, and we'll just see how this works out, moving these troughs around and trying to distribute the manure and the waste hay and things. I'm gonna try to get that distributed over the pasture a little better than I have in the past. Maybe I won't have quite so much cleanup to do in the spring. Phew, it's windy out here. Well, I got that done just in time. The rain is here. I'm gonna leave the camera in the barn and go out there and turn those ewes out. All right, girls. Well, they already see there's something different out there. They're gonna have to go check it out. Bon appetit, girls. Well, now that we've got the girls taken care of for at least a day or so, see what we can do with the boys. Well, for the boys, we're not doing a lot of changing. They've been in this really small area for, I guess, about 5 days now. I'm gonna take this gate down or swing it around, open this up and give them some more room. It's just a chance to give them a little more room. Where they're at is getting pretty nasty after 5 days. I'll put some more wood chips over there to kind of dry it out some. And this will give them a chance to move a little more and make sure they're not going to get after each other too much before I put them out in an even bigger pen. All right, boys, get your water bucket off of here. Get it outside, we'll get you some fresh water in a minute. You're pushing on the gates a little, hadn't you? Let's see how this works. Just open that from there, give you that much room. Well, that gives them a little more room. It probably gives them 3 times the room they had. Still leaves access to that manger. Leaves access to this homemade hay rack here. I gotta decide where I'm gonna put their water. Might have to hang the water off the gate over here. You got a little better access to that now. Turn that way, don't you? If you watched one of my previous videos, you heard me talk about locking these rams in here. I had the one that I had for sale, and by the way, they have came and picked up that ram. That's why you don't see him in here. They seem to be happy with him. I hope he works out well for them. But you can see now why I didn't want that ram in here with these. There wasn't a lot of fighting went on or anything, but there was a lot of pushing and shoving and kind of knocking around. It maybe doesn't show on camera. I can tell, particularly these 2 older rams have probably lost a little bit of weight since they've been in here. The other one probably has too, but he's got enough hair on him it's a little bit harder to tell. But now the rams are all dirty looking, and they just don't look as nice. So once they get outside, get a shower or 2 on them, they'll look good again. But I didn't want them in here when she was coming to pick the ram up and have something that was all dirty like that guy over there now. Well, boys, let's get you a little more hay in here, get your water set up. You'll be good for, well, probably another 4 or 5 days. See how it goes. Fix your bedding a little bit. In some of the previous videos, you probably saw me putting some hay down in here for their bedding. It was some older hay that wasn't really real nutritious and nothing in it that would hurt them, but it makes a pretty good bedding. And now I've switched over to the wood chips, and the reason for that, the wood chips do a lot better job of absorbing that moisture than that hay does. But by putting the hay in there first, it gives me a base underneath there that makes it a lot easier when I get ready to fork this out. It's hard to fork out those wood chips, and with the hay underneath, I can just put the hay fork right under there, the manure fork, and pick all that up and get it out of here. So the hay kind of serves two purposes. First as a bedding, secondly as a support and a help when I get ready to clean this out. Well, it got dark on me, but I've still got to, well, I need to refill their water buckets now, get them some hay. And the ewes I got pinned up in the lot right behind the barn while I was moving the tractor around and getting stuff ready to move that hay. I've still got to turn them out, and I think I said on the video that I was going to turn them out on this other grass. If I didn't say it, I aim to. So they're locked up here, and let's just get them turned out. That's not going to be a big deal. There's already water and everything out here for them. And I'll drop a couple of bales down and get some hay in here for these rams and get them situated. And that's going to be it for tonight. Starting to cool off, and I got to get up early in the morning. So I appreciate you watching as always, and leave some comments below. Let me know anything I can help you with. Feel free to contact me anytime if you've got questions about the sheep or anything like that. I'll see you on the next one. Come on, girls. Yeah, sheep. Yeah, sheep. Good job, girls. Good job. Well, I wasn't sure if that was going to video very well in the dark, but maybe you were able to see kind of what was going on. All I did was open the gates and turn them out on some fresh grass. Now let's get some hay for these rams and get them situated. Look at. All right, boys. I want to have you situated for tonight.